spots, because this is the loud spot. Okay, see you later.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I am your host, Sebastian Cosby, right out of Oklahoma City, and we got Weird Wolf over here, Ava Gore, joining us, and my producer, Sam McIntosh, from wherever he's at. I don't know where he's at, but anyways, we are doing a year in review of a bunch of different episodes that we have done on the podcast on Loud Spot. So,
no, we're not. I thought we were just talking about penises.
We were talking about that, but now we're changing the subject
and docking
to something else.
Yeah.
Don't ask what that is.
No.
I got to share this video file again here. Hold on. There we go. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So the videos are kind of small. I pulled most of them off of TikTok. So they're not, what do you say? They're not full screen on the camera. So blow up your
videos made for ants.
Hey, Sharon, I found something out in the parking lot while I was oh, here it is. So it's just for you.
Oh, I missed that. We have not had Sam and Ava and myself on in a while, all three of us. And Dawn could not make it tonight. She's having internet issues out there in Alabama. I think there's like a storm going through there. So anyways.
So Robert from Rosenthal from Concert Junkies, Rob, and John. Concert Junkies, Rob and John.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
They're in the house. Sharon, of course, is in the house. It's good to see you guys. And of course, Raquel.
Raquel is here. Hey. Yeah, and Rob and John Concert Junkies. I've actually been on one of his YouTube episodes before. So
I know, but why would they allow you in?
I don't know. I don't know.
Must have been a mistake.
Yeah.
I've been featured on a couple other podcasts, and some of them don't air the episode that I'm on.
The old switcheroo. Yep. Who is this guy? Why is he here?
Yeah. They get him on, and then they realize it wasn't such a great episode.
Yeah, no, bad idea.
And then and we can actually loop that into ours ourselves. How many times have we got someone on, and it just didn't? The chemistry wasn't there.
So many times.
So many times.
A lot. You know what? Some people are really good at doing interviews. And some people just aren't good at doing them. And I hate when they're not. Ava and I've struggled with it a couple times. We're like, geez, that was fucking horrible. But it's like, Sam even called me one time. Fuck's wrong with you? I'm like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with them? They suck at talking to. Like, if you suck at talking to, don't be on a podcast. That's all I got to say.
Like I'm not great at talking, but like before I was a co-host and you interviewed Weird Wolves, like I literally said afterwards that was my favorite interview that we've ever done because it was so like chill and fun, Yeah. So I don't understand why people struggle so much.
Well, I think a lot of times there has been a lot of times where the guest was late, so they know that they think we're going to be upset and angry.
They're defensive immediately.
Yes, so already the wall's already up. But guys, listen, when things happen, if you can show up, you can show up. You can't, you cancel, whatever. Try to let us know beforehand. But the best thing to do is be relaxed and otherwise we're going to feed that energy and it's just going to bring the show. And if there's certain questions that Sebastian asks, because we don't have any censorship here, we try to ask questions based off of a conversation that we're having. And if Sebastian asks something that I have never seen Ava ask a question that someone got all defensive yet so far, but I know well, you've asked some questions and they've been like, this motherfucker's asking this question.
Well, that's what I do, right? I ask questions. And next time, Sam, someone goes by a they them instead of a he she, please let me know.
Yeah. I mean, look, hey, I'm not hip to that stuff, so I don't usually ask these questions of how would you like us to go about your pronouns.
They should say that also, like,
but they should also.
Yeah.
When I
we can't just assume, I don't know. Like,
no, we can't. When the show starts, before we go live, I always ask, is there anything I should know or say or whatever? That's their time to say something or even correct me on the show. I don't mind getting corrected on the show, like, ever. I don't.
Sebastian, I go by he, him. Just to let you know.
Okay, all right.
They, them on the weekends.
Woo woo. I'm gonna date them tonight.
Yeah. So
all right. Let's get with this first clip. Is I think it's the first episode Ava was on with
Drop Dead Damn It.
Yep, drop that down. There you go. Thank you.
yeah, what was that again?
We got like 20 minutes of videos clips to go through, and we couldn't put every single band or just it would taking way too long. So I pulled these off TikTok, and the ones I have is what we got. So here we go.
Eventually, some of this technology stuff is kind of new to us. You
do live in Lawton, I understand this. But yeah. I got bands from Kentucky making music videos with their cell phones, man.
I mean, yeah, this is like the biggest excuse a lot of older band members make. They're like, yeah, it's just technology. It's just it's not for me. Okay,
goddamn buttons.
Yeah. Guess what you do? You hire someone that does. Right. And there's tons of people you can throw a rock and hit one. So,
I think I make that excuse sometimes myself. Sam. I'm like, I don't know. Then Sam's older than me, and he figures it out.
That's because I read. I fucking read. Okay, everything that comes across, I'm like, ooh, that looks interesting. I'm going to read it. This is Sebastian.
Without music. Okay, hold on. Do you watch basketball? All right, I'm gonna pause it real quick. Let's go to this layout right here so we can see each other.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. Okay, so the thing with them is they're a band from Lawton, Oklahoma. I got to hang out with them and meet them. And without a music video, I learned this from Sam, actually. It's hard for anyone to want to really pick you up as an artist for a label or even as to grow as an artist. And yeah, Sam does read a lot more than I do. Even though Ava's, and more than Ava, even though Ava is sitting in front of a bunch of books.
Yeah, she's books she's never read before. You know what's funny is she's had that behind that. Is this you're in your house, right?
Nope.
Okay.
This is okay. Carter's dad's house.
Okay, never mind.
She doesn't have room for all those books in her house.
That's what I was gonna say. She didn't even read those books.
I didn't read though. Like,
what's the last book you read? What's the last book you read?
The last book that I read, actually, funnily enough, is my mom's book, The Awakening.
The Awakening.
The Awakening.
I couldn't tell you the last book I read. Honestly, I don't know.
Exactly. So I do read, and when it comes to technology, I am young enough that usually I can figure it out.
Are you saying we're old?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. All right. This is the first time Saving Jackie was on the podcast, and their mom said, what'd she say? Well, listen to it. I thought she said, "I miss you," but that's not what she said. So, anyways, here we go.
Okay.
I used to watch the Spurs, bro. I was a big Spurs fan, and then they got a lineup change. I'm gonna get back into it. I'm not saying I'm not a Spurs fan anymore. I just gotta get to the new team, right?
Is Popovich still the Popovich still the coach though, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's still coaching.
Dude,
what was his name? Tim Duncan is one of our coaches now. No, he all
right. So who else is there? Who else is there in the room?
Our mom's here. Mom knows everything.
Let's say hi to your mom. Get on camera real quick and say hi to her.
You don't get on here. She said she doesn't want to get on
camera. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. All right.
God bless you.
She said, "God bless you." She misses you guys, not me. Hey, when things are live, you hear it wrong sometimes.
No. It's just because you do not listen at all. That's your problem. You think someone could say something and you'll ask that same question. It's like, yeah, we just recorded an album and we're going to release it in July. So when are you going to release your next album? This is a good example of, she says, it's clear as day. She says, God bless you. And you say, wait, who is she missing? But then again,
they just kept it going.
Yeah. I've definitely called you out on that a couple times, though,
yes,
where like you reworded what the band had just said, and like
you called me out live, actually on camera, and I think Ava sometimes she'll text me after the show. Did I upset you? Or like, were you? I'm like, no, you did not. And sometimes when I laugh, I just get like red face and my eyes get kind of.
Oh yeah,
like
no,
they are right
yeah.
now.
I thought he was crying on the Nicole Vergara.
Yeah, no, I tear up. So I don't know what's wrong, but whenever I laugh, I tear. My dad did the same thing. So it's like a genetic thing. Whenever we laugh, it's like we like tear up for some reason. So
Yeah, I
So
saw you
my
like rubbing your eyes afterwards and like.
yeah, I was
sorry,
not
you
mad
were crying.
though.
Jiffy
No, but-
Jiffy Doctor has a soft spot in your heart.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was after I said to Nicole like she's not giving herself enough credit for saying that they have similar brains.
Yeah.
And then after
yeah.
that, he was like, rubbing.
No, I
So I
thought
thought, yeah.
it was so fun, and John's reaction to that was so. What John said, he said good. He said he like complimented you for saying that, and that made me laugh, like his reaction. And so I was a little bit embarrassed, but like in a funny way, I guess. Like it was funny. That's why I made it the clip for the. Well, we're not playing that clip, but anyways, all right, let's finish this one.
I was laughing. I like the way you talk.
Oh yeah, thank you. I got a funny voice, I think.
Actually, pushing me over here. No, you're okay. Let me go outside because you're making me laugh a lot.
Oh, good. At least I got one new fan. I got one new fan.
She don't have social media.
She'll be my second listener on my podcast. I'll have 2 listeners now.
She's like the mother of half the band of sea.
What's it?
I think she's still. I think that's the only 2 fans we still have.
That's all we got. No one listens to us. No one listens.
Yeah, and it was a finger in the ass because
all right. Let's set this up just a little bit.
Okay.
All right, so Sebastian had Jack's Diaries on, one of the bands I used to be associated with, and so the biggest thing about this band is some of the sayings in different countries are definitely not the same as we would say them over here.
Right, yeah.
Like instead of around the corner, they say around the corner they say oh shit, now I forget.
Say a finger in the ass.
No, they don't say finger in the ass. They don't say finger in the ass. But in this thing, finger in the ass means like, you know, you got screwed over. You got those kind of things, or it just did not go well. So Jackson
Sounds like a good night to me.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I would say. But Jackson loves to use this phrase a lot. And so we actually caught him saying this, and I think he was talking about something that was happening, and it just didn't go right. Oh, I think it was getting arrested. They were
yeah. When he came to America, right? When he came to the U.S. to do customs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and his response was finger in the ass. So,
I do want to say real quick that Ava, we asked her to do the show for like 2 months or whatever it was, started a couple shows, and a year later. How long have you been on the show, Ava? Has it been a year? Almost a year. Huh?
I think I started either in February or March. So
yeah. That's and still doing the show. So thank you for continuing to be on the podcast with us. All right, here we go.
Of course.
For the video, we were, the clients. So we were not supposed to, have the permission. The film company was, the one that was supposed to get the right permissions to shoot the video. They didn't, so we all been fined, and yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard someone say a finger in the ass so funny.
All right.
So funny before.
I was gonna pre-warn you. Some of the way Jackson says certain things, like instead of around the corner, it's behind the corner. And finger in the ass. Well, actually, I like that one because there's no other. There's nothing else you can substitute it for. A finger in the ass is still not good. So.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that before. Like saying something sucked. That is funny.
Well, it's better.
Hey, but by the way, you're logged into the system, right?
Yeah.
So whenever you want to pause it and say something, go ahead and do it.
Oh, okay. Well,
right,
I was gonna say that like men have like a prostate, so like a finger in the ass isn't always a bad thing.
Sure, it's not.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, this next one, Sebastian had what's his name from Rev Theory? Maddie from Rev Theory on, and we were discussing Limp Bizkit's lead singer. Help me out. you're the Limp Bizkit fan.
Durst?
Fred Durst's new look for 2021.
Oh, okay. Is that what we're talking about?
That's what we're talking about. The glasses and stuff
I
like
don't
that.
think so. I think we're talking about Hinder here.
Well, let's find out.
Let's find out. These are your fucking videos.
The Hinder video plays next.
That's why we have shades on. That's why we have shades on.
The guitar player got his. One time we were on tour. I think it was the Bad Boys or Rock Tour, and he got his nutsack tattooed.
That shit would hurt.
Yeah.
Did somebody
I went in and he was holding it. He was like stretching his ball sack out. And he was shaking. He was like,
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine being the tattoo artist? Wait. You want me to tattoo what? That's a couple extra $100 just because I gotta fucking look at your nutsack for one
That's
person.
to stay still while it's getting tattooed.
Dude.
Like
It
you
was
spread your
gnarly.
nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
that would hurt so bad.
Playing after a band.
Here's
like
the
Papa
response to
Roach,
that.
I mean, come on, dude. Like, they're amazing. Like, how the hell does that even happen? So for us, that's something that we'll always remember and we'll always cherish. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah.
So.
I want to give you a chance to respond to Maddie from Rev Theory when we had him on the show. He said that on tour, he had a blast with you guys on tour, and he had mentioned that he remembers somebody getting their balls tattooed while you guys were on tour. Now, is that a legit story? Do you remember? Was that you that did that, or someone else in the band?
Dude, I don't think my balls are that big. Like, I just have to come out and admit it right now. No. Okay, so the deal with that is our guitar player Blower. He has this like this is gonna sound really weird, but like he has this like amazing nutsack. So
Because he moved out.
Well,
All
right,
Rev Theory was talking about Hinder, and then he responded to that.
I know these are your videos. You should set these videos up a little bit more. Ava and I don't know which order they're in. We should have probably went over.
No, we should have watched it.
You-
I emailed it. I emailed it. You could have seen the email.
I didn't see the email. Did you?
Well, no.
I have access to the email.
Yeah,
so
Sam
that's
has
what
access to it.
But you could have said, "Hey, they're in the email. We'll look over the video." Anyways,
This right here is one of my favorite little clips that I've had on the podcast. I love this clip right here. It was just funny the way they were talking about their brother, and just the reaction was hilarious.
hold on. Let's talk about who's the band. The band is GFM, or Gold, Frankincense, and Myrrh.
Yep.
A female metalcore band.
Very young.
Very young. Very young.
Yeah, I think one of them just graduated high school, maybe.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So,
Yeah.
all right. Should I push play? Sam, can I push play now?
Yeah, sure.
A certain point, and then we started the band. So the
He doesn't like the music.
He's more into he's mellow music. He's like the background. He does all the stuff, like helps with the merch and loading. He's not really like a front man person.
Background person in the family.
That's important. People in the back, like they make the instruments, like the
He
music.
doesn't make our instrument.
No, I'm saying like the people in the back, not just the frontman people.
Oh man, imagine if our brother made our instruments.
That would be legendary.
That would save me. Actually, we have a sponsor now, so I'd rather have my sponsor's instruments. All right.
I'm sending this clip directly to your brother after this airs. Right after that. No, that's pretty cool. That's neat though. It's just the three sisters, and you do have a brother who just makes your instruments, but not really sometimes. All right, the latest song that you came out with. What is the name?
Okay.
All right. Well, you gonna say something, Ava, about that?
I just like it's so mean. Like
Yeah.
these three girls just like ganging up on their brother all the time.
I know. And the brother's he's not even there to defend himself. And
No,
that's
he's
sad.
not. He's not.
We should have him on the show to talk about all the dirt on those on his sisters.
I agree with that. We should do that. We should. All right. This is Kendall John. I think we did a little screamy thing here. I'm not sure.
This is no. This is when we were talking about emo bands.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
With Kendall Johns from Dead Crown.
There we go. Yep.
Definitely My Chemical Romance.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, now you agree with him because he said.
No, I was like a hardcore MCR fan.
Yeah,
Like,
they're the goats, man. They're the goats. Like they are the kings of emo. So.
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna go with. I do the
Use is good too.
But if you want to go, that's like more screamo. If you want to go really emo, you'd have to go like Chris Carrabba. What are you shaking your head at, Sam? What are you shaking your head at?
Because forget it. Never mind. It just cracks me up because you think that's the most emo, but
Chris
it's all right.
Yeah, I mean, infidelities. That's hella emo, dude.
Well, you say tomato, I say tomato.
Okay.
Also, the Used isn't a screamo band. Really?
What I do here?
I don't know. He did.
I just rewind it. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me find it. See, this is what happens.
Let's see.
I push buttons.
We can't. This is why I have to push the buttons. Jesus Christ.
You guys are both pretty good at pushing some buttons.
Oh, is that a dig? Is that a dig? Oh, here we go. But if you want to go, that's like more screamo. If you want to go really emo, you'd have to go like Chris Carrabba.
We're both just like,
what band was he in? You know what band he was in? Screaming Infidelities. If I could sing, I would, like AFI is kind of punk emo, right? There's like screamo and emo.
I listen to like Atreyu and stuff.
Dashboard Confessionals.
Thank you.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Sam. No, every time someone says something, you want to agree with them.
These are like very.
Hold up. You're the same way, Sebastian. You do the same thing. Like, fuck yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
Music video. I don't remember the name of the song, but it's that. It was also different. Though,
just write it. You can press stop. God damn it.
Okay, I'll rewind it just a second here.
Oh,
so this is with the redefined, and I did a little ditty with my voice, and no one knew what the fuck I was talking about except for the singer of Redefined. He knew what I was talking about.
You're the same way, Sebastian. You do the same thing. Like, fuck yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
Music video. I don't remember the name of the song, but it's that. It was also different though. But the way you sing it, Jordan, it's like do 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 do. What song is that?
Spoiled.
There you go. Yeah. See, he knew what I was talking about. Do 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 do.
Yep.
That was also kind of a different style of music as well. That was a little bit more. Almost sounded like 80s hip hop mixed with like modern rock music a little bit. And that was one hell of a cool music video too that you guys had.
Can I hear that one more time?
Perfect.
All right.
Hey,
if I ever leave, we've got a backup.
Hey, Drew, let me know when Jordan quits, or you guys can kick him out. I don't care.
You don't have anything.
Look, watching these, I'm entertained by my own show. Like I entertain myself.
Well, what's funny is you haven't really watched it at all this whole entire year because you've been so busy. It's like, oh, hey, yeah, we got this band this week, this band this week, this band this week. So
yeah, keep in mind in 2022 we are doing one episode. I will be doing one episode a week.
Yeah,
I may do some reaction videos in between, but I'm gonna keep it down to one episode a week. I think it creates more of a buzz for now, anyways, and gives me some time to my family. And we're gonna start. We'll talk about it afterwards. Interviewing different kinds of people instead of just bands. But anyways, all right, this is with Evans Blue, one of my personal favorite bands. I was happy that.
All right, hold on. K. Taylor says,
"Oh, what's up,
yo,
KP?
What that?
What that?" Yeah. All right, here we go with Evans Blue.
Anything else to do, and
it feels good to you.
Grab that notebook and just write that shit down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever written a song? Have you ever written a song that you felt you were too vulnerable to release? You're like, man, this is a little bit too much, a little bit too personal, maybe, that you felt like I'll change the lyrics or write something else about it. Has that ever happened?
I have thought about that before. There's a song I'm working on right now for a new Evans Blue record where I was a little concerned about some of the lyrics, where I was like, well, and it's personal. All my stuff's real to me, and
right.
And I'm sure a lot of people can relate.
Yeah. No, here we go with the hell on the piano.
Okay,
stop. Okay, I'll let you pause it. All right,
yeah, it's like that. So my idea is like do an album of two. We did 2 albums of piano stuff. They're called A Nice Night for an Evening, Volume 1 and 2. And it's Bowling for Soup songs played just on a single piano. So like people have it playing at their wedding, you know, like while the guests are coming in. People play it in the nursery of their baby, you know, and things like that. Because quite frankly, like if you didn't know it was Bowling for Soup, you would, as you said, you would just think you were listening to some classical piano stuff, because it even takes a minute for me to figure out what song it is sometimes.
Dude, is My Weena on that album? That's such a cool song.
Yeah. And there's some good ones, and we did I'm Gay on there too. And so it's that was part of the fun, is like you do the ones that you're
backstage.
Was
that pre-Ava? That was pre-Ava, I think.
That was your 100th episode. Yeah, and can you quit letting them fucking go to the next one? Let's set each one. I don't know which ones they are.
I don't remember either, honestly. I don't remember. This is when what's his name was a co-host for just a little bit, and then
Taylor.
Taylor.
Yep. Taylor.
And then he wound up not being able to do it. My favorite clip, though, honestly, of that Bowling for Soup one was when Alexa went off, and you said, "Bitch." Like that was fun. That was funny. I should have put that clip on there, but I didn't do it on the.
He didn't understand how to pull clips off, and Sebastian's been learning along the way. So
Sam throws me to the wolves. It's like figure it out.
Well,
Read.
Actually, yeah. Well, that one will never happen. Reading is not a part of his forte.
Nope.
So.
I'm like, no.
All it takes is Googling something, you know.
Yeah, I know. You know, I will say, as little as Ava talks when she first started, throughout this year, she's gotten better and better. And she says sometimes, Ava, you will say the funniest thing at the right time. That's just like, what? And it is hilarious. You do bring a very comedic aspect to the show when you're on it.
Thanks. I tried.
Could have used you a couple nights ago, by the way.
Well, my dog, I had to take her.
I know.
You
how's your dog
asshole.
doing?
She has a slip disc. God.
Hey, it sounded like you said he has a slip disc by his asshole.
No, she called me an asshole.
Okay,
talked about her dog having a slip disc.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So this one is with Voodoo Glow Skulls. Taylor and Sebastian are interviewing.
Which Sam was actually surprised I even knew who this band was. He said Voodoo Glow Skulls. I said El Cucuy. Yeah. He was like, oh, you know who they are. These guys were super cool. He was
most of the time, if I bring up a band, it's a 50-50. Either Sebastian's going to know who they are or Sebastian's not going to know who they are. Most of the time, if it's in the rock genre, he's probably not going to know who they are, and definitely if they're a fairly new band. But if they're in the ska, punk, especially the old scene, the 90s, he's probably going to know who they are.
Yes, that is true. Yeah, I still want Lit to come on and Limp Bizkit.
Oh, yeah. Well, I doubt if Fred will. We can't even get Papa Roach to come on. Jacoby, you got a Vacaville boy. So if anyone knows, I've reached out to every management person that I know in his team, including his Instagram, but it wouldn't go through because he can't accept anymore. So
we're probably not big enough yet.
Yeah, they're not big enough to be on our show, man.
That's right. That's right.
No, but they're not big enough.
So Jacoby, if you're watching, come on the show. This is your invitation. He might be. I'll
send it to him.
Have
he won't read it.
Malcontent boy send it. So, all right.
Okay. All right.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
And at the stage that we were playing at a giant, like a all day, kind of like a Coachella thing that lasts for like a week, right? And it was in Denmark, and we were on the same stage as like the band leader at the time for like the Tonight Show, Branford Marcellus. He had like a funk band that was playing the same stage as like Voodoo Glow Skulls and like Less Than Jake or some punk bands. And then there was like the Jim Rose like side circus show stage was on that same stage too, doing their circus show. So there was like a guy like lifting up weights like with his dick, like with his bar. Like while we were
who lifts weights with their dick, dude?
Obviously that dude does.
That's why he's on stage.
It's like
I guess.
male Kegels.
Yeah, exactly. And if there's anyone that can lift with their dick. Hey, we need you on the show. We got to see this stuff.
We got to do it live on Facebook.
And you know, it's even funny if it curls. That's all I'm gonna say. if it can curl like that,
boom, boom, yeah.
Yep, I'll sign you right now.
That was my curling penis impression. All right.
Yep.
He's probably smoking weed or smoking hash, drinking, and then talking to the guy from the Tonight Show about his band, and he's just there chilling like a normal dude in a band, like not
just kicking it.
And then there's guys in like random '90s punk bands around too, and
a reality.
Hey, real quick, I do want to say Derek Greer's on here. He did my daughter's DJ for her 13th birthday. Did an awesome job. Anyone that lives in the Oklahoma City area, if you need a DJ for birthdays or parties, that's the guy to talk to. DJ Red Fox. Hit him up. I mean, I can't explain how much of a fantastic job he did on the birthday, dude. Super cool.
Did you get a discount on that?
No, I think my ex-wife worked something out with him. I'm not really sure.
All right.
But he did such a fantastic job, man.
Well,
such a good job.
DJ Red Fox will send you the bill in the mail for the shout out. Sebastian, this has been the number one problem with Sebastian ever since he started this podcast. You get him drunk in a club, one-on-one, you're coming on the show. I'm
trying to get him on the show. I want him on the show because he's a cool dude.
Yeah. So
okay, this video right here that we're about to play with the Discovery Channel, what's his name? Neil Darish was I think one of my first attempts to not do a band and something a little bit different, which we're kind of gonna start going towards a little bit more. So let's watch this one.
Joe's really real. Let's find out.
You know, you read things online, and there's stuff that's true, there's stuff that's not true. You know, people say it's scripted, and I would probably, from what you're saying, it's not scripted. But they probably suggest conversations.
I'll tell you how it works. I'll tell you how it works because it's not a secret, and it's not breaking the ideas. You know, the idea is that first it's theater, and it doesn't make it a lie or right or wrong. It's just a way of creating story, and it is story. You know, and they're not written for Alaskans. They're written for people who are going to be drawn into the drama.
Like me.
Yeah, like character. You know, but you're a character too. So, you know, if it was the other way around and I saw your podcast, so I've seen what kind of character you are too. Otherwise, there wouldn't be something there, right? So you have to have a dynamic, you know, a personality. Like there were lots of people that wanted to be on the show, many more that didn't, you know, have nothing to do with it. But the people that were brave enough to want to be in it, there were some people that I wish could have been on it, but they would have talked like this.
And that's not entertainment, right?
Well, I don't know. Does this sound entertaining? I don't think so. You know, so it's really that simple. You have to be a little bit, you know, you have to have a sense of urgency or something.
You know, I want to say this. I will never forget. It's called The Loud Spot, right? And I talk loud. I'll never forget. I don't have the clip for it, but we have the guy from the Ataris on the show.
Chris. Yep.
Yeah. He says, man, you are loud. And he turned down his speakers on whatever he was on, his phone or iPad or computer. He turned it down because, I'm loud. So I just talk loud naturally.
Yeah, you definitely do. Yeah, you don't want to take Sebastian camping, that's for sure, because he will be loud all night. And
I will turn down a camping trip. I'm not a camper.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I'm not outdoorsy.
Yeah, well, just to say there's free beer or something like that.
I can't imagine him camping at all. Be a disaster.
You've been camping, Ava?
Oh yeah, I've been camping. I've gone camping for like 9 days before.
Yeah.
And it's awful for my hair because I have curly hair, so it just dreads really bad. But yeah.
Yeah, I hate camping. On this Authority Zero episode, I was trying to get their lead singer to do the Pocky challenge on the show. He did not do it, but he talked about doing it. He talked about doing it, but didn't do it. Here we go. Dude, that song is a hit, man. That's a good job on that song. Here, Sam. You always say every song's a hit. You always say every song's a hit.
Every band is unique.
Yep.
Or has
Yes.
a unique
That drives me
sound.
nuts.
Yeah.
But what? You know what?
most of the bands that we have on the show are like there's not much that's unique about them. Every now and then there will be a
Sometimes
band,
there is.
but most of the time it's just like a generic genre, and they fit in to.
What do you want me to say? How generic of you to make that song.
Remember, if he looks up towards the corner up there, that means he's lying.
No,
When
that
he
means
says-
I'm thinking. That means I'm
No,
thinking.
that is not what you're meant.
Yeah, I've caught myself a couple times. I'm like, oh, just thinking there.
Or
'Cause you
you're
brought it to my
confused
attention.
because you
Or I'm
lie so
confused.
often.
Okay. I'm such a liar. All right, here we go. Oh, that is so good.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it.
That's got to be a hit, dude. I mean, that's fantastic.
I like
dude,
the
is
band.
that the one chip Pocky challenge thing?
Yeah, it is. My dad actually got me this, and he's been waiting for me to do it on the internet, but I'll have to do it. Not today.
Do it right now.
Today's not today. Today's not today. I just want to show you guys I got it. It is sitting on my desk right now. It's hanging out. It's waiting its turn.
Eric, how excited are you to do that? Eric just seems like he has a lot of energy. Like, I just can't wait because you guys are going to come to Oklahoma, and I'm going to go find out where Pryor, Oklahoma is. Go to that concert because I want to see you guys rock out on stage, and I bet Eric has a ton of energy.
That guy has so much energy.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be mayhem. Dude, I was just playing a lot.
I'm sitting here with. Oh, here's Tiffany. Here's Tiffany. Where I talked about estrogen, I think.
Oh God, yeah.
Miss Ava Gore, who is joining us on this Wednesday, was not able to make it on Monday, but I hope everything worked out for you on Monday. Did it?
Kind of. I'm still in the
Kind of?
process.
Okay. And then Tiffany Freibarger with Attic Echo. Hey, Tiffany.
Hello.
And you are no stranger to the show either. I think you've been on quite a few times. No, I don't think she's ever been on before this. I don't know why I said that.
Real quick, to our comments over here, we have a whole bunch of comments that we're kind of ignoring. Kay says the real problem is, and I'm assuming this is back to Sebastian.
Yeah, he's talking to me.
Hooked on Phonics didn't work for him.
Well, he used to be on the show a lot. That was a kind of a thing he's always said on the show.
And you're not wrong. Hooked on Phonics does not work for Sebastian. Matter of fact, Braille probably works better than Hooked on Phonics. And then Dawn said you were too bougie. That's why. And then she also follows up with Hope no one
that had been on the show was watching and got called generic. That's what you meant.
I think that Don, no more drinking and
no more drinking and typing. All right,
typing. So,
all right, here we go. Let's watch the rest of this here. Only when Sam's on. This is the first time Ava and Tiffany have been on together. Lots of estrogen. I can kind of feel it.
Okay.
Unnecessary.
I'm always kind of a little bit. I'm always a little unnecessary.
That's
okay.
true.
That's right. Should be no news for people who watch the show. So, Tiffany, Attic Echo, let us know a little bit about what your company does.
Okay, so at Attic Echo, my main focus is writing and distributing press releases and just kind of getting any band that I work with out into the media as far and wide as possible, getting them heard by as many ears and getting them seen by as many eyes as I can.
Oh,
all right.
Well, this one's funny.
Oh, okay. Real quick. Hold on. Dawn says, sorry, hands are full in reference to her drinking and texting.
Rum is
or
always
writing.
necessary.
And then she put, and rum is always necessary. So we weren't wrong.
We were not wrong.
Oh.
This one is, Sam, I think you had just joined, like you were not on the show.
I joined episode 84 or 85, and this is episode 89. So it wasn't very much. We interviewed a band down in Australia called Buzzkill, and we love the guys. Very great sense of humor, and we hope. Well, you've had William on, one of the band members.
Yeah.
That Sebastian loves, and these two just love to get hammered together and just get on, which we have to get some more of that because you guys are freaking hilarious.
Yeah, we did a Australian slang one time, and we get on sometimes. I'll be drinking and I'll like, hey, what are you doing? And he's up because it's like the next day for him. Oh, I'm doing nothing, then we'll get on here. But you know, my wife and his mom has actually become pretty good friends. He's a super cool dude, and this episode was this scene right here was being there was very comedic.
All right, so here's the biggest thing, guys. When we do these interviews, and especially if they're live, be mindful of your surroundings. As you guys can tell, we a lot of times we'll have the up nose nostril angle. We'll have all these little different things that people don't think about when presenting themselves on the internet. And one of the biggest thing is know what the hell's behind you and what's going on. And maybe probably if you have, as they call it, flatmates, you probably want to warn them, hey, we're going to be doing an interview. It'll last for about X amount of time. So could you guys not get what you need to get now? Nope. Not their flatmates.
One thing that I've learned from Sam is to take a step back sometimes, look at actually what's going on, and feel free to talk about it like on the show. And that's what you did in this clip right here.
Yeah,
because I never would have said anything about it had you not mentioned it.
It caught me off guard.
That was good. It was
I saw a naked dude, and then go ahead.
Let's play. Here we go.
Just a pile of hay there. You got a half-naked man running behind the back there. What the f*** in the place are you running over there, William? It's who?
He looks like the random couch guy.
He looks like actually, he looks like the Australian version of Joe Dirt. That's what he is.
He's got the mullet.
Exactly.
A few moments later.
I'm not much of a salad person. I could just eat a fat steak every night for dinner.
Well, my thing is, I'm a steak and salad. That's it. Like I'll cut out the potato and stuff like that, the carb, because there's already carbs in plants. So at least that's a smarter carb of the two. That's where he went to go get. All right. We see you now.
Versus like he just stopped right there and goes, "Oh, that's what he went to go get." I thought that was freaking hilarious, dude.
And what you guys probably don't see, and especially those who listen to audio version, is the Australian Joe Dirt comes down half naked, goes into a room, and then moments later, a girl comes out, and so does the Australian. Clothed now, of course, with all his clothes on. So, yeah, I couldn't stop. I had to address it due to the and it was definitely interesting. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Because
someone's
then
getting laid who isn't me.
Exactly. If I'm getting laid, you're not getting laid.
All right. This is Dean O'Shaughnessy. I love Dean, man. He's such a cool dude.
Rev Theory has done the U.S. tour, right? So, I mean, they've toured with everything from Avenged Sevenfold and then Five Finger, and they've, Buck Cherry, Hinder took them out for a long time. And, but Evanescence had got their feet wet over in Europe in 2008. Amy Lee took them over to Europe. So our focus for Rev, because they've done a lot of the U.S. stuff, is to grow them down in South America and in Europe and then come back. So it's like each artist and the needs, they vary. So it isn't like a cookie cutter approach and be like, hey, here's the deal. Like there is a process to release music. There's a process for certain things you need to be doing to engage your fans. But
so 5 bands could be a lot on your plate.
It is. I think it's a good number. I have a band, Chaos Magic, Katarina.
Nothing but just. What, Ava, were you going to say something there?
Yes, I wanted to go to Don's comment and saying that was fast. Like the guy who came out with that girl, like that is the average amount of time that men perform. And thank you, Don, for pointing that out. But also, I hate to say this, but my phone is at 7%, and I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I was gonna ask you if you'd be okay if I walked into the other room.
Go walk. Go take a walk.
Sometimes you're weirded at me, dude.
We're gonna wait for you.
Yeah, that's right. But what was I gonna? Kay says, what did Kay say here? Why is
The
my
Lost
shit
Spot
freezing?
is on the keto diet and got Naked Joe Dirts on film.
Yeah. We're not on the keto diet. I just have to minus some of the carbs if I can get rid of them. I like potato put and I like bread, but I know it's not good for me.
Going back and watching these episodes is really kind of fun because when you're on the show, Sam, especially, like it's you always say some funny things while you're on there, man. And
just
the show
not
would
tonight.
be the same. I don't think the show would be the same if you never would have joined, man. I might have given up and quit doing it, but you brought a lot of structure to the show. So
yeah, and you found every way to fucking break that structure as much as possible, still to this day.
Goddamn right. No, you know what? I do. You know what? Okay, you're right. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
With Dishwalla, which on this clip, I didn't specifically say it, but I did say the name of their song wrong, where nobody called me out on it till like a month later. Ava told me about it. I was like, why didn't you say something on the show? This was an awkward interview for me because nobody was kind of talking. I think everybody was waiting for somebody else to talk. And what I learned by doing this particular one is have one or two band members only and not the whole entire band, because they will wait for each other to say something, and it makes things a little bit awkward if everyone's not synced up in the right way.
Oh, the dead silence. Dead silence.
The dead silence. All right, here we go with Dishwalla. That Ava got on the show, so thanks for that, Ava. You the one that got him on. No, it was awesome.
For like 15 years straight. And so then we got to a point where like, okay, I can't do this anymore. This just has to like park for a little bit. So we took a break for a couple of years and then came back, started doing shows. That's when Justin first came on in 2008. He walked in on a 1 week notice and sang for 70,000 people at Rock Fest.
Good job.
And nailed it. And we're like, what the hell? Okay, we got a singer. So so that's kind of, ever since then it's been kind of on and off. Because everybody's got different projects and live stuff going on. So, there's a lot of different, everybody's got a lot of different irons in the fire now. So, we do it when we can, and it's always awesome to do. We're overdue for another record. But
yeah, I think the older you get, probably the harder it is to get a whole band back together, especially when it comes to touring. I do want to ask Justin a question. Did you know the band before joining Dishwalla? Were you guys already friends? Can you mimic the sound of the? That wasn't even that good of a clip. I don't know why I put that on. I don't know why I put that on TikTok.
Well, I feel like it's hard to find a good clip on that one.
Yeah,
yeah. All right, his assignment, Ava, was pick five videos and have some honorable mentions. We're at 48 fucking minutes here. People's phones are dying.
They're almost done.
I appreciate it though. I like going through these. I think it's fun.
I do too. See, it's like going through home videos, like seeing some cool shit.
We have more watchers than we usually do, so whatever.
That's right.
Yeah,
we got a whole six right now. All right, here we go. They go up and down. All right, this is with a True Shot. This one was actually pretty funny. Song, so we know what to expect. Like do. Can you do that? Something like that for us?
Just like that.
Just like that.
Let me think. Okay. Let me think of a good part that I can. It's very difficult to recreate with my mouth only.
We're in suspense over here, bro.
Let me think.
You're on the loud spot. That's what we do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll tell you to wait till for. I can't.
Don't. Ava knows the song. I think it sounds just like that. Right, Richard? Is that how it goes?
There is a lot of that in there. Yeah.
Okay. See, I think we nailed it. We'll find out when it comes on Friday. We're gonna check it out. If it sounds anything like dum 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 blah, then we got it right.
Yeah, I mean you're pretty close.
What? That was funny. I like that one.
Yeah. I agree. That guy sounds like Raymond. Like.
Yeah, he does. Ray Romano. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody loves Raymond.
Yeah. He does sound like him. And you know what? I didn't go back and listen to a song on Friday. I did not do that.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Full honesty. I think I forgot. I had other shows I was doing. All right, this is with. Oh, wait, this guy was super cool to talk to.
Oh yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian Cosme, out of Oklahoma City. Our co-host is back tonight, Miss Ava. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. And then we got Vincent from the band Awake at Last. What's up, dude?
How are you guys doing? I'm excited to be here. It's good to be getting back into the vibe with being on the live streams, and I like that the world's starting to wake back up to music. You know.
Awake at last.
Yeah, exactly.
See, that's what I'm talking about, Ava. Those one-liners that you got right there. Like, I would never have thought about saying that, but you do come quick with the one-liners.
Pretty witty.
Yeah, the one that I don't think we have it, but with the Animal Son, you said something about coming to the show, get your boobs signed, or something like that.
Oh, I don't think that was Animals. Was it Animals?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it was.
Mm.
I had that. Well then.
Finally.
So the band is out of Delaware, and I said this earlier. I don't think I've had another Delaware band on my show before.
Yeah, Delaware isn't exactly known for its like cutting edge rock and roll, unfortunately. It's just like a little quiet Pokemon town in most of the areas.
What does that mean?
So how did the band originally form? What does Pokemon Town mean? I have no idea. I think it means just like a podunk kind of. Sam's having issues, obviously, with his Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But I don't know what Pokemon Town means. I think it just means kind of podunky, like small town, maybe.
Or he's pretending to have issues with his Wi-Fi because he's pissed that it's going over half an hour.
No, I don't think so.
I'm just kidding.
Hold on, let me see here.
Weird timing, Sam.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Well, remember how I just talked about how shit's going dead? I ran out of freaking battery. It was 100%. That's how long we've been here.
Well, we're almost done. There we go. Because I was doing some research, and it looks like there's like a 2011 plus a 2015. Did you grow up superstitious? This is last night I did family this. Superstitious. Hey,
Biggest excuse a lot of older
God damn it. This will air on a Friday, this coming Friday.
So why is it in there?
No. I accidentally hit something. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Play. 2011 plus a 2015. Did you grow up superstitious at all? Like, was your family superstitious?
125%. Yes. Yes. Like, you're having a bad dream. Here's a cup of water. Don't drink it. Put it underneath your bed. It'll trap all the bad stuff. Oh yeah, my mom was super.
See, Don, here's one thing you may not understand, or you may already know this. I don't know, but growing up in Hispanic households, Latino households, especially with like our parents, my parents are first generation American, very superstitious. Like, open an umbrella in the house, you're going to hell, dude. You're going straight to hell if you open an umbrella in the house.
Ass whooping first, and then you're going to hell.
That's right.
It takes courage to like put your insecurities out.
Well, you
things
press
that you're struggling with, and things that
pause.
you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Like, are those
Set these. Well, you got to set these clips up.
All right. This is with Kingdom Collapse. At this point, I think when we did this interview, I think they were the #1 song on Octane.
Yeah,
Or we're just about to be the #1 song on Octane.
And I think they were just getting ready to head out for tour at that time. Since then, they've been back, and I think they're getting ready to release another one for Octane.
What's cool about Jonathan is he was super chill, and they're all completely independent. No record label. They've done it all themselves, and so they're a band. If you're an independent band, not signed to a label, they're definitely someone to look up to because they've done it and they just have great music, man.
Now I will give you one tidbit to a caveat to that. They do have a team, so go get yourself a team. You can't do it all by yourself as a band, so you have to get team members to do it, to work on it full time while you create the music. So
yep. And as a podcaster, I got a team as well, and I love it. So except for Sam. Sam's the best one. Sam's done so much for the damn show. It's unbelievable.
Financed it.
well, you do. You give us a reach around every now and again. I appreciate it. All right, here we go.
Well, I get 2 cheeseburgers.
Part of like the Kingdom Collapse Army. Are they like the super fans that you interact with on a regular basis?
Oh yeah, that the Kingdom Collapse Army is where we went and we were like, guys, who wants to be a part of this? And we all met up, in San Antonio downtown, and we filmed that thing and had the vision for creating a sense of community.
Oh, the last one. This one.
This is
episode 82.
stop. This is Sebastian's favorite woman in the world right now.
I like, you know what? I think she's cool to talk to, man, and I love this.
He loves Tasha Diva and what's her
CGF
partner?
Bronze.
CGF Bronze.
That's her producer. Yeah.
I
love talking with them. We're not. This is the last clip, and I did not show their clip, but I did love that episode a lot. I'm not gonna lie. This was my first TikTok video too that you set up for me, and it had more views I think than any other video that I've ever put on TikTok.
That's what started that mess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. She's dancing to her own song here. Don't want to dance again.
It's going on for a very long time.
I guess we danced for a while.
Yeah. Why is this clip so goddamn long?
I don't know.
Everyone likes to watch him dance.
I think he did. First of all, Sebastian does not dance. He is not a dancer.
All right, there we go.
Sebastian will not dance publicly per se. Maybe a slow dance. Yeah, so he'll do that for about 60 seconds, and then he's done. He's off the dance floor. He's gone. He's back to the bar or wherever there's social that he can talk at. Hey guys, what's up? Hey, what's up? Yeah, exactly.
I'm the opposite.
Being what, Ava?
I'm the opposite. I will go as far away from where people are talking to go dance because fuck that noise.
Dude, you know what? Going back and looking at those videos is like, man.
Well, we did a lot of fun.
It's fun, yeah. We've had a lot of fun and a lot more fun to come.
Well, keep in mind, we did 80. We started out, I think it was early 80s, episode early 80s, and now we're at 227 episodes. So you did, I don't know, someone else do the math out there. A lot. So over 100 and some odd episodes. This year alone, just by doing 3 nights a week. So that's the reason why
40, I think.
We're going to slow it down just a little bit. And starting when we get back from a break, Sebastian and Ava, they'll be one night a week. We're looking at Sunday nights being the night it'll air. They'll interview probably somewhere along the week. And then we're also looking at Dawn, that we have to get with Dawn, and she's going to have one. So there'll be 2 episodes a week probably.
We're going to do a spinoff with Dawn where she's going to host her own thing on the Loud Spot, kind of her own show. That's kind of what we're going towards. And also, as far as music goes, I've talked to so many bands. I feel like, and Sam even noticed it. I've lost, not that I've lost interest. I've lost.
He's lost that love and feeling.
I guess I've lost some of my just energy with it. I've just talked to so many bands, and even super big bands. We're still going to do a lot of bands, but I personally, for growth, I want to talk to actors.
I think he wants to get porn stars on. That's probably
what I'll do them too. Anyone who's interested in Ava surprised me on the show with Nicole that we did, where she really had some. I did not expect her to come. Ava, I did not expect you to come with how you did, and it really impressed me, and I was happy that you were on that episode. And so, it's not just bands; it's interesting people in general. There's always something to talk about,
I feel like with bands, music is something that's so involved in my life that there's not much curiosity involved, so it's hard for me to ask questions.
Right.
Whereas with entrepreneurs or whatever, like
actors, comedians, whoever else. Yeah.
I actually have questions where I'm like interested in the answer and not just like, oh, I probably know what the answer is.
And and that's what got me doing the music stuff was I was very interested in just the music industry in general. And I've learned so much. I just kind of want to get some other people on because I feel like if I'm really interested in something, I'm curious. I'm naturally curious. I love talking to people. And so that's going to be super fun. 2022, I think is going to be a great year for the show, a great year to grow. And Sam,
and I'm actually looking at me coming on once a week, but it's going to be more educational. It'll be the whole, I don't know. I haven't figured out a name for it, but it'll be something along the lines of, ask Sam a question and, hey, what do you think? Does this look infected? I don't know. Those kind of things.
What? I was looking at what Ava was looking at.
Yeah.
Carter just walked in the room.
Carter!
Telling him it was live.
He's like, you're only on for 30
And
minutes.
left.
What's going on? Exactly. But you know what? I will say this also before we get off of here. The cameras, the microphones, the setup, the layouts, the people that we interview, like 99% of that's all Sam. And from before, yes, it is. Before you came on the show, the cameras I was using and the microphones were not, and the layouts, we didn't have a layout. So
yeah, if you guys notice, he's got a new microphone. He's not echoey. He's got a nice, sure microphone, just like I do. So now all we got to do is get one for Ava as well. So
I have a microphone at home.
Yeah, but you're never at home. You're always like in Fort
You're always
Worth or somewhere else.
I know. It's
Or you're in
the
his car.
holidays. Fucking guys.
You're like somewhere.
Family.
So, but I the one we're going to buy you is the MV7. It's a pretty easy setup. It's USB, so and with a nice little base that you can just take everywhere.
I have a USB one.
I know, but it's yeah. But it's going to be a nice.
Yeah,
we're gonna use Shure is a very good, and so that way there we can all sound the same without having any kind of patch board to equate our sound. So
Ava,
I created a new Instagram for
for the Loud Spot. That's right. You know what? I got to go like it actually. God dang, I forgot about that. Thank you. Go ahead and talk about it. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Sebastian had his personal page as the Loud Spot page, so that meant there were all of his family posts, the TikTok posts, and all of that. So I figured that there should be one that was just for the podcast. Yeah. So it's the Loud Spot _ with Sebastian, and that's it.
Yeah, that's all. I need to go like it. She actually gave it a login invite. I gotta work on that. Damn it! I do 3 episodes a week plus work and other kids and all kinds of stuff. It's hard to focus on that. So but I will have the time in January to do that. Sam, before you say that, I do want to ask Ava. When I first asked you to come on the show, you were very hesitant. You were like, I don't talk a lot. You're more of an introvert. And you wanted to do it eventually because I don't know if it was something you wanted to prove to yourself that you could do it or what it was, but you've come a very long way since you first came on. And I can't believe it's been almost a full entire year that you've been on the show. I really literally thought it was going to be like
that. You put up with this shit. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, you put up my shit. I literally thought it was going to be, just a couple months and then you're going to be off and you're still here. So what have you gained from being on the show and why do you continue to want to be on it? I'm just curious.
Nothing. She puts up with this abuse. Shame on her.
Well, unfortunately, I was hoping that it would help me like come out of my shell for like when I perform and talk to crowds, but it didn't help me with that. But because I just have become so comfortable with you that it's not nerve-wracking, but I think it's fun. I have a good time being on the show and I just enjoy it. That's why.
Notice how she's looking off on the corner.
I would fucking leave if I didn't want to be here.
Like Sebastian's saying, we're gonna have a lot of changes, but they're good changes, and I think it'll be better at least for probably the next 6 months, giving Sebastian a break so he can go sell some oil.
I was actually worried about I was worried about not doing music. I didn't know how you were going to take that, or really even Ava. I figured Dawn would be cool with it. She kind of just goes with the flow, but Ava being a musician herself, being more comfortable talking to bands, and Sam, you coming on the show as a producer because of the music. I didn't know how you were going to take me not wanting to only do bands, but I feel like it's a positive change for all of us. We got to grow the podcast, man. It's the best way to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a guy that will not go off script or will not go on a script as far as like 20 questions and stuff like that, you want him to have a natural conversation with the people that he's interviewing. So unfortunately, if the interviews are literally all the same, hey, so what year
when are you
did
going
you guys
on tour? When's your next album coming out?
I could see these things becoming stale, and there's only so many questions you can ask a band without, of course, whatever feedback we get from the band or that person that night will dictate what kind of energy, what kind of questions Sebastian can ask. So why don't we just let Sebastian interview who he wants to interview? So we will have probably some very interesting characters on the podcast. There's no doubt about it. I just hope it all pans out at the end of the day. And worst case scenario, we go back to 3 nights a week interviewing bands. And going back to that, but I just want to give Sebastian his time to grow and his time to do his thing at the same time. Let's see where Dawn will take her interviewing. She'll probably stick with the bands, which is great. And then of course, when Ava's ready, she'll probably say, yeah, I'm ready to interview.
We did talk about you, Ava, doing maybe your own thing every now and again. I said, I don't know if she's ready for that.
Yeah,
yet,
she's got a pretty busy, hectic schedule. So, but we'll talk more about those. And like I said, I'm thinking about doing 1 night a week, committing myself to 1 night a week of trying to help the younger bands out there, what they need, or piss them off. One of the fucking two. I don't. I do that constantly. So,
2022. We start middle of January, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited. I can't believe I've been doing this long. Man,
we'll have some new merchandise. We'll have some new merchandise out there, some cool merchandise. We also will put more different stuff on our Patreon page that we were supposed to do this year.
I know we haven't really done it.
Yeah,
Ava's a Patreon member. She's like our main Patreon member. Thanks,
exactly. Yeah, she spends like $100 a month.
We owe you a refund.
Yeah, but we're going to actually focus on that. So during this break, we're even though we're all getting a break from it and doing our thing, Sebastian and I will be actually probably going back and forth with layouts, and then I'll be going back and forth with Dawn and getting her layouts done and all these kind of things. So look for a very interesting year, guys. We do thank you guys for watching, listening, all those kind of things. Coming on here and chatting with us, and don't hesitate to reach out and to be a part of the show as far as a guest. You might be that interesting person that Sebastian might want. Or just corner him in a bar, get him drunk, corner him in a bar, you'll be on.
Yep, and then he'll regret it.
No, but goddamn, why I do that? Hey, I want to give a real quick shout out to we are shouted out to Dawn. I do want to give a shout out to Canada Rob, who has been on the show a few times with us and has filled in for Ava, has been on with Ava as well. He's growing as well, and I think he'll probably come on a little bit more throughout the year. He has some cool podcasting equipment he's bought. And I want to give a shout out to Evan Chavez with Recollection Graphics for doing all of our, cartoon drawings. And it's really, that's what got Sam to even call me in the first place, because he thought it was a cool drawing. And here we are today. So.
Oh yeah. No,
Jack's
diaries on was the first reason.
Well, yeah, you wanted them on, but you wouldn't click on my show if it didn't look interesting.
Yeah, you're right. It had a little bit of branding to it.
There you go. What, Ava?
And Don says, and Kay Taylor.
Yeah, Kenny P. You know what? He might do some more reaction videos with me, and he may also be a sub if someone comes out. He kind of did the show with me in the beginning when it first started, and then he wasn't really in a way to where he'd be able to do it. But I do enjoy having him. I enjoy having him on the show. He always brings a comedic aspect, and he also calls me out on shit that I need to be called out on. I love getting called out. Something's wrong with me. I don't know.
I think so too. I think that's that Anastasia does the same thing.
Well, that's why I married her. All right. I guess that's all. Anything else?
No.
Go to our He was like, I gotta go, motherfuckers.
I'm tired.
Go to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and all of our podcasting platforms are on everything. You could, I think, almost everything you can be on. Fuck off, Sebastian. I'm. Well, all right, there you go with that. All right, that's all I got, I guess. And go to our Patreon page, patreon.com/the Loud Spot. $3 a month is all it takes to
get nudes from Sebastian. He'll send you nudes
from me. That's all I got. Peace out, rock on, and much love.
This is the Loud Spot outro by nothing short of tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does nothing short of tragic have us back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pimp host has a pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.
Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to click the like and share button.
Don't forget to go to our YouTube and subscribe.
If you want to listen to our audio and pick up some cool merch, go to www.theloudspot.net. Peace out, rock on, much love.